Good morning, everyone, and you are welcome to the next lecture of this module, that is minimization of DFA. So the question arises that what is the need of minimization? Why the constructed machine or constructed DFA which I have made is not perfect? Why you are minimizing it? So whatever DFA or whatever machine you have created may or may not be perfect, or you can say that there are chances that your machine what you have drawn with your logic, with your best possible logic, may consider some redundant state or unnecessary state. By reducing those state, you can cut out the line of code which you are going to write while implementing that machine in your computer. So what we do actually, that firstly we construct a finite state machine with whatever best logic we have in our mind. Then we try to reduce, or we try to eradicate those states which are unnecessary or redundant in that machine. And for that purpose we have got a step by step sequence of an algorithm or a method is there, which will help us to minimize that machine. So first of all, whenever you construct a machine and you have to minimize it, you have to convert it into a DFA. So in last lecture, we as you know that we have studied about conversion of NFA to DFA. So if you have made a machine and it is not a DFA, then you have to convert it into DFA. And as I have told you earlier also, that for every NFA you make, there exists a DFA. So there is no worry about it. You can easily convert it into a DFA if you want to convert it through those steps which I have told you in last lecture. So let us start with an assumption that whatever machine I have made is a DFA. Okay. So I'm not going to explain you again that topic of conversion of NFA to DFA. I'm assuming here that whatever machine I have got was an NFA and I have converted into a DFA, because with this minimization algorithm or this minimization method can only be applied to a DFA. Okay. So I will try to explain you this method by taking an example. This is a somewhat complex machine having 8 states in it, where A is an initial state and C is a final state over here. And I have to minimize this machine. Okay. So what are these steps? So I will count the total number of states over here. So there are 8 number of states. So what I will do in the very first step, I will make a ladder shape structure of 7 cross 7. Okay. There will be 7 rows and 7 columns on the extreme left and extreme bottom of this structure. And in renaming, what I'll have to keep in mind that while renaming the rows, I have to leave the first state, that is initial state, that is A. I will leave that state A and will start writing from B, that is B, C, D, E, F, G, H. This is the naming convention. And in the when I'm naming the columns of this ladder shape structure, I will left out, or I will cross out the last state of this machine, that is A, B, C, D, E, F, G only. H will be erased out here from striked out from the here. Okay, because we are making n minus 1 ladder shape structure. Now in second step, what I'll do, I will cross out all the rows and columns of the final state. So C here is the final state. So what I'll do, I will cross out all the rows and columns of C. So what I have done here, I have marked cross mark in all the rows and columns of the final state. Now in next step, what I have to do, I have to find out all the non-equivalent states, all those states which are non-equivalent. Okay, so for the purpose, what I have to do, I have come to complete this whole task into 2 phases. In the first phase, what I'll do, I will pick up each and every box one by one, like AH. This one is AH where my cursor is moving. Then AG is another one, then AF, then AE, AD, and AC is still actually already crossed, so I will leave it and will jump to AB directly. And in this second step, the same will be repeated for this B column, then in D, then E, then F, and then G. So each and every block will be checked for this method. Now, how it will be checked and what is the criteria of marking cross symbol here? So let us take first pair here, that is AH. Okay. So I have made the question machine over the top of the slide. So what I have done, I have made the transition by giving this pair AH0 and A1. So A and H on giving 0 results in BG, and A and H on giving 1 will result in FC. Now P and G are both are non-final states, so we'll leave it. But F and C on giving 1, what we are getting, that F and C is a pair of non-final and final state. Whenever we get such type of situation that answer states are a pair of non-final and final state, we will mark it as not equivalent, and we will mark a cross symbol, cross mark in that pair, right? If suppose you get final state and final state in both the answer, then also you cannot mark cross. You have to look out for non-final state and final state pair by giving 0 or 1 to that pair. In any one of the case, if such kind of condition exists, you can directly mark cross over that box. Tick. Then we'll check another pair, second pair AG. On giving 0 to AG, what we are getting BG, that is both are non-final and non-final. And on giving 1 to A and G, you are getting F and E. If you can see in this machine, you can easily trace out these transition. On giving 1 to A, where are we are reaching to F, so I have written F here. And on giving 1 to G, I am reaching to E, so I have written E over here. And both are non-final states, and in both the condition, both these output states are non-final, so we'll not mark cross symbol in front of them, and we'll skip to the next state, that is AF. Okay, so now in AF, on giving 0 and 1, again by making those transition, we'll look for what is the output. So on giving 0 to A and F, we are getting B and C, and B is the non-final state and C is the final state. So this is the pair we are looking for. So we'll mark cross directly in AF. There is no need to look for one transition in this step. We can mark cross by merely looking for to the 0 transition of this pair and move to the next pair of AE. Now in AE, if you can see that on giving 0 to A and E, we are getting B and H, which are both are non-final states, and on giving 1 to A and E, we are again getting F and F, and both F and F are same thing, so they are non-final. So we will not mark any cross symbol in AE also, and we'll move to another pair of states, that is AD. So in AD, on giving 0, we are getting BC as output, and B is the non-final state and C is the final state. So we have got what we was finding for. So we'll mark a cross symbol in AD also, and we'll move further. There is no need to look for what we are getting by giving 1, because on giving 0, we are getting our answer. So we'll mark a cross symbol across AD, and we'll skip to AB because C is already crossed. AC is already crossed. So on giving AB, on giving 0 to AB and 1 to AB, we are getting BG on giving 0, that is non-final and non-final. And on giving 1 to both A and B, we are getting F and C. And this is the pair of non-final and final state. So we'll mark a cross mark in AB also. Now, in the similar way, you have to check all the boxes, all the pairs one by one for each row. For B row, that is BH, BG, BF, BE, and BD pair. Then you have to jump to D column. Then you have to check the same thing for DH, DG, DF, and D. Then E, then F, and then G. And lastly, you will get something like this. That means these are all the possible cross marked in the structure which we have made. Now in the phase 2, what we have to do, we have to check these empty pairs once again. Now how to check it in phase 2? So let me explain. What we'll do, I will, as you can see, AG is the first blank pair here. That means cross mark is not there. So I will check it for in phase 2, that is it possible to mark a cross over here or not. So I will consider pair AG and will provide 0 and 1 both the input alphabet to a pair AG, and will look at its answer BG and FE. Now what I have to look for, that if either the result BG and FE, any one, this BG pair or FE pair, any one of the pair if has cross mark already. So let us check that BG. Yes, BG has a cross mark already. So if the answer pair, any one of the answer pair has a cross mark already, then we can mark a cross mark in the pair which we are checking for. That means AG will also be crossed in that step. I'm again explaining it again. Just a second. The next blank spot is AE. Now I will check the same thing for AE. So on giving a 0 to A, I am reaching to B, and on giving 0 to E, I am reaching to H. So answer is BH. So I will find out whether BH is crossed or not. No, BH is not crossed. Now I will give 1 to it. So on giving 1 to A, I am reaching to F, and on giving 1 to E, I am again reaching to F. So F and F block does not exist in this ladder shape structure. So what will happen? AE will be left blank. There is no possibility that cross will be marked in this step. So in this box, so I will left it as it is. Now I will check the same thing for BH, DF, EG, and that's it. So I will check these blank pairs once more for in the phase 2, and what I'll get, we'll get that these three blanks, these three pairs will never be marked cross, and this is the step, or this is the moment where we have got our equivalent states. Okay, so AE, BH, and DF are the equivalent states. So we can club these two states, A and E, B and H, and DF. It means that A and E are two redundant states. That means they can work together and perform the same task which they were doing by working separately. Similarly, B and H can perform the same task when we merge them. They need not to work separately. In this way, we can minimize our implementation code. Okay, so instead of 8 states, now we have got only 5 states with us. Those states which are not clubbed with any other states will be drawn separately, like C and G. So I will make these 5 states which I have got after minimization. And now by looking to the question machine, I will trace out all the transition. First of all, as A is the initial state in question machine, I will make AE as initial state, because the AE is now same as A. I mean, A and E combinedly doing the same work which was done by A and E separately in the earlier machine. So AE is the initial state. It will be the initial state here. Now I will give A and E 0 and 1. So on giving 0 to A, I am reaching to B, and on giving 0 to E, I am reaching to H. So answer is BH. So if you can see, BH is merged here, so there is no problem. I'll directly draw a transition of 0, and now I will look for one transition. So on giving 1 to A, I am reaching to F. On giving 1 to E, I am reaching to F. So answer is F, and the work of F is now being done by DF combinedly. So I will make a one transition to DF. Now what will happen? I will find out the transition of 0 and 1 for BH and DF. So first of all, I will find out the 0 transition for BH. So on giving 0 to B, I am reaching to G, and on giving 0 to H, I am reaching to G. So answer is G. So I will make a 0 transition to G, and similarly, I will find out the 1 transition. So on giving 1 to B, I am reaching to C, and on giving 1 to H, I am again reaching to C. So answer is this 1 transition to C. Now DF, so 0 transition for D and F. So it will reach to C again. So I had made a 0 transition to C and 1 transition to G. If you can see, on giving 1 to D, I am reaching to G, and on giving 1 to F, I am again reaching to G. So answer is G. So I will make a transition from DF to G directly. Now transition of G and C will be traced out here. So on giving 0 to G, a self loop will be there, and it is reaching to C only. And on giving 1 to G, I'm reaching to E. So the work of E is now being done by AE state. So I will make a 1 transition to AE. And similarly, C transition for C will also be made. Z for 0 transition, C is reaching to state A here in question. So the work of A is now being done by AE combinedly. So I will make a 0 transition to AE, and by giving 1 to C, there is a self loop. It is reaching to C itself. And final state will be as it was in earlier machine. So C is the final state here also. So I'll make a C as final state. So this is the minimized automata with 5 states. In question, there was 8 states. Now I have minimized it to 5 states. Now there is, if you are bothering about the name of states written over here, so it can be renamed. You can rename this AE as Q0, Q1, Q2, Q3. It is up to you. It does not have any problem. And you can make its transition table also. You can directly map it into a transition table. So this was the method to convert, to minimize a machine, a finite state machine, in as much as possible states. Okay. So the only thing which we have to remember is that we cannot directly convert a finite state machine into a minimized version. We just have to check that whether it is a DFA or not. If it is a DFA, then we can directly convert or minimize it into a minimum possible states. Okay. So thank you so much.